Hi all. My experience is using the cheapest Chinese outdoor gas stove. This burner is screwed directly to gas cylinder, and at the time of preparation of the video on Aliexpress, the price for it started from $5. As usual, delivery costs the same. But in any case, this stove can be purchased with delivery about $8. It is this burner that I have been using for about 8 years. With varying degrees of intensity, these are mainly weekend trips with 1-2 nights. While using the gas stove, I took it apart only once for cleaning and it works again. As you can see, this burner is not big for 1, 2, maybe 3 people. Its weight with a plastic box is about 110 grams and without a box a little more than 90 grams. Currently, the camping stoves may be lighter and more compact, for example, titanium, but their cost is high. One advantage is the fairly wide anti-slip support. Even a decent-sized pot or a cup with small bottom size can surely stand on the stands. When you look at the folding legs, there are doubts about their reliability, small rivets that allow the supports to fold, a barely noticeable support that fixes these anti-skid supports in a straightened state. Does this structure burn out or fall from heating? My experience has shown that these rivets are very reliable. For ease of use, the valve body has a kindling part, but many consider it to be an unreliable part that can break instantly, but in my case this element works very well. It is worth considering that the camp stove is high, and when used even with a small 100-gram gas bottle, 14 cm wind protection is not enough. But you can get out of this situation if you put the gas cylinder with the burner in the pit, and install the wind protection on the edge of the hole. Well, with a 24 cm high windscreen, you don't have to worry about getting into this situation. It is quite enough even for a 230-gram gas bottle. I don't checked it for 450-gram gas bottle. It is worth remembering that this gas stove better not to use in very cold weather or at low temperatures, because the gas in the gas bottle freezes and stops evaporation, which leads to the attenuation of the burner flame. I would limit its use to positive temperature conditions. To summarize, can I recommend this cheapest Chinese hiking stove based on my experience? I definitely can. It is a cheap, reliable but at the same time powerful device for a more or less warm season for a single trip or a trip by a small company. It seems to me that this camp stove is the case when cheap does not mean bad. Well, and in the end, of course, you want to know how fast the water boils on this burner. I really do not like this kind of measurements, because they depend on many factors. Well, in this case, at a temperature of about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, using windscreen and an open pan lid, half a liter of water boiled in a little less than 4 minutes. It is a lot or a little, judge for yourself. That's all, thanks for watching. The link to the stove is in the description.